How was the press conference? How's everything been treating you so far?
It was great. Press conference was great. I
Mm.
mean, I had to hold my tongue a little bit.
To be fair, I guess with when it comes to promoting fights in Ghana, they're probably a bit more like respectful and like less animated as it is in like Vegas and where it's Showtime.
Right.
Is in like from what because like even from the advert from the interview I saw when you were let no not when Andrew was letting him know that he better not be, what was the words he said? No, I think, or was it you said you were like, oh, I hope he's not too tough for his own good, and like because he's gonna get hurt. And then like the commentator or the journalist was like, oh, what, you're saying that? And in my mind I'm thinking that's just fighting talk, but obviously, yeah.
Right.
But what was your favorite part of the conf or the build up so far?
My favorite part is coming here and being able to go spar with kids in the village, and we had like 200 people in there when we were sparring. It was good.
Wow, what's this, that was on Monday, right?
Real good. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
And what's the gym called so that way we can give them a shout out to get them to.
I don't even know the name of the gym. I don't even remember the name of the gym.
No.
Let me see. Let's see. Let me text. See. Text the guy and see.
Yeah.
I can't get his information because I'm on the phone.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Have they given you a try of some jollof rice and eggs yet? Boiled eggs and jollof rice. Yeah.
I ate a little bit of it. It's all right.
Okay.
I mean, they got a lot of heavy food here. You from here too?
So no, so I'm from I'm Nigerian, Jamaican, and Guyanese, but as in like.
I got a whole room full of Nigerians over here.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah.
Well, that's what Andrew's part of Nigeria.
Yeah, it's Nigerian. Do you know, is he Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa?
Yoruba?
Is he Yoruba?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my brother-in-law's tribe. So
Okay.
that's it. I love that. So in terms of the show, again, I think we've got a have you seen some of the fighters on the undercard? So there's a guy called Theo Alotti, I think his name is. Did you get to see any of the other fighters at the press conference?
Yeah, I did.
And what's your vibe with them? Like, do you feel they, in terms of personalities, do you see them as people who can kind of like build onto like the?
They're all very interesting. I mean, now it seems like I'm one of the old heads on the block. You know what I mean? I'm one of the older guys now. I remember one day I was the young guy, but now at 57, I'm the older guy. and his trainers are like, "We need to pick your brain. We need to talk to you tonight." So it feels good.
Absolutely. And I feel that because again, when I went over, was in Ghana, trained in the Atokwashi boxing gym, like they absolutely love Mayweather. So like anything like to mention the fact that I'd worked with yourselves and Mayweather, Floyd for his fight against Aaron Chalmers. For me, just the fact of having met you guys and having worked with you, they were like showing me so much love and appreciation. So, like, what's the love been like so far in terms of when they know, obviously, with the money team, been trained with by Roger Mayweather and have worked with Floyd yourself?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, they were very welcoming. They were very good people here. I like them. Very good people.
Yeah, no, I love it. And again, good hospitality, I find.
Yeah, very good hospitality. I mean, granted, it's a lot different than going to Nigeria. You know what I mean? You can see the, how do you say it? You can see the economic divide. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You can see from the middle class and from the poor class, you see the difference. You know, but that's the way the world is.
Absolutely. And again, I feel that's why there's so much, for me, that's why there's so much love for boxing. Because let's say for instance, business, you could be born from a rich father, so therefore you're going to be rich. Like, he just passes down his wealth. But it's not because you're born from a great boxing family you're going to be a great boxer. You have to put the work in yourself. It can't just be handed down to you. You've got to earn it and work for it yourself.
I can't agree to that because I grew up with one of the greats. Actually, I say a few of the greats because I think the Mayweather family are some of the greatest fighters.
Absolutely.
I mean, I come from a lineage where my trainer can tell you what to do and why he's telling you to do it. And it pays out that way.
Absolutely.
So you have to learn to trust what's going on in your corner.
So you know, on trust in your corner, you know the initial, y'all don't know shit about boxing. So when that happened, so was that off the cuff, or was that something like whereby that's always been one of Roger's sayings that he kind of used to say, and it's just we got to see it?
It's always one of his things when people are trying to say something, like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So they say, y'all don't know shit about boxing anyway. And he just ran with it.
Yeah.
And it's tough.
I love it. I think I saw another video where Floyd Sr.'s talking, I want to say Kenny Bayless, but it may not be. But essentially, he's talking about the pool counter. He's like, do you know what a pool counter is? And then Kenny's like, I don't know what it is. Maybe that's what you use in your spit. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? It just shows the levels. And I always tell people that the learning never stops. Like, I've been in boxing since 2010, coaching since 2013. But I feel like I've learned more in the last 3 years of just being around some of the greats, like learning from yourselves, from GT, from the great boxers, Nigel Benn, who I've had the chance to spend time with. I feel like I've almost it's made me want to go back to the ground level and really build on the fundamentals, because before I used to be able to just fight on heart and just will alone to some degree. But now,
by the time you learn how to box, you're done boxing. You know, and that also comes from Roger. By the time you learn how to box, you're done boxing.
Okay, love that. So what would be like your top 5? Because again, I know you spent like decades of learning and training with him. What would be maybe like your top 3 or 5 like sayings or like takeaways that he kind of says, and it always you kind of refer back to and share?
Don't do what I do what I say. Because I know I'm a fuck up. And I want you to be okay. And another one is when it's pertaining to your kids, he'll let you know you better take care of your kids now so they'll be there for you later.
That's deep.
You know, but then the other ones, I mean, there's so many. Roger's different. Every day we're different. But your life is repetitive when it comes to boxing. Boxing is repetitive. In order for you to get good, you have to repeat what you're doing every day over and over and over. But you add to it.
100%.
You know, I mean, like what you're doing, you're getting better every day, but you're steady adding to what you do. But you can't forget about what got you there and the road that you had to travel, the guides that you had to follow, you know?
Absolutely. And so, as much as speaking about other guys, I feel that the torch has fully been passed on. You're a global. I find oftentimes there's a lot of unsung heroes in the coaching space. And not because we don't do it for the glory or anything like that. It's more because it comes from our heart and from our spirit. It's like a calling, so to speak. That's. But in terms of like, obviously you've been a fighter yourself. But when did the switch over come, or when did the moment? Because again, I always say I'm ready to go again if the right opportunity and moment came. But my heart is so much in helping others and trying to inspire, motivate, and empower on their journeys that fighting just for the glory just doesn't even seem insignificant compared to being able to help others turn their goals to reality. So like,
Well,
yeah.
you're right. I didn't get on probation till my 33rd birthday, so Roger was always telling me to stay in the gym and help him train people. And I said, no, dude, I'm on probation. I can't stay in the gym. I got to have a job.
Yeah.
But when Floyd became elite, then Roger would keep telling me to just stay in the gym. But I finally took it upon myself, and I think by 2005, I said, well, forget it. I'll just stay in the gym and train people. And that's pretty much what I've been doing since 2005, just training people to stand in the gym, and it works out better than having a job. I've been around the world. I've been around the world now 14 times.
Whoa.
And met so many people. So, I've been blessed. God has been great, and I just want to keep the legacy going.
And speaking of Legacy Rise. So obviously Legacy Rise and AK Promotions have partnered up together with, Ghana Boxing Authority to put on this show with DAZN. Like how did you get the call, or what was the moment to get this over the line and create such history, not just for Africa boxing but for WBC?
Well, there's a lot of history right here in Ghana, though. This is not beginning. Azuma Nelson was the biggest thing out of Ghana history.
Yeah.
These kids probably don't even know who Azuma Nelson was. They got Azuma Nelson, you got Ike Corte,
Yeah.
you got a few other fighters, which I can't think of right off the top of my head. But those two, Azuma Nelson is like the president anyway. He's an ambassador of boxing over here, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. 100%. And Ghana also has the only again, quote me if I'm wrong, but Samuel Techi is one of the one of the first or only few African boxers to win an Olympic medal in the Olympics. So he's a bronze medalist. He I believe he's I forgot what Jimmy fights out over there, but again, Ghana's always been it's been a bedrock of talent when it comes to boxing. And I take it, have you
He's supposed to be at the fights, I heard. Hold on, you want Andrew?
Yes, please, sir.
Hey, champ, this guy want to finish interview.